Next, we have a video by Degenerosity, and it's horror movie characters I can beat. 3. I honestly feel like you can beat most horror movie characters, besides the ones that like have powers and are ghosts. Maybe not them, but like the ones that you can literally just shoot. Yeah.
Yo, it's spooky.
What the hell was that?
So we back at it again with
hell
more
was
horror
that?
movie characters that I know can't stand a foot
Lana?
because of my strength and intelligence.
That is not me.
No one likes a long opening ceremony, so let's waste no time and get right into
Period.
round 1.
Terrifier. I've been seeing so many TikToks, like TikTok after TikTok after TikTok after TikTok, of people saying if they were getting chased by the Terrifier, they would just give it up. They would chop it up to game. I've never seen a Terrifier movie in my life, but me personally, I'm gonna just shoot him. You think you can you beat him?
Fire from the movie Terrifier is about Terrifier terrifying and murking random people.
Yo!
I know his name is Art the Clown, but Terrifier is more fun to say. Now, when looking at him, he looks like your ordinary killer clown.
How?
And he is, but the difference between him and the
beat
rest
the
is
shit out of
that
that
he's brutal. He will deal with his victims in the messiest, most grotesque way possible.
He got his head chopped off and survived. If he got his head chopped off and lived, then me shooting him would probably do absolutely nothing. So we might have to chop it up to the game and just accept our defeat. We might just have to accept defeat from this man.
The ways of how he do it, cause this YouTube. But he saws a woman in half from her poon to her head.
Oh!
This dude crazy. However,
from the poom to the head. Ooh.
I don't think he's all that terrifying based on my observations of him. In the first movie,
when
we get introduced to him, we as the audience can subtly tell that there's something different about this guy from everybody else.
From the
I don't know if you can notice,
yeah.
but this man's teeth is terrible. It looked like he never picked up a toothbrush a day in his life. You can tell he at least got gingivitis or mouth cancer, so that'll lower his stats in a fight against me. He technically fighting 2 battles at once. He also gets bitched by the pizza shop owner for being weird and creepy. Now, this would have been an amazing moment to
Damn!
Even though at this point in the movie he hasn't killed anyone yet, him having a staring problem at the shop alongside his whole demeanor, I'ma assume he's trying to...
See, me personally, I'm not just gonna sit there and let a clown stare at me in my face. I'm gonna be gone. I'll pick somewhere else to eat. I'm pretty sure there's other diners that are open. I'm not gonna stay there and let this nigga stare me in my face for however long it
start something, and
I'm sitting there.
And since everyone else in the shop hate him too, they're joining in with me. Cause the way he do these murders, he strikes me as someone you can win against if you can sneak him or come in numbers when he don't got a gun. Now I know he technically a demon since he gets...
She's sitting there letting this nigga antagonize her and creep her out. Girl, leave.
Survived at the end of the first and second movie.
Get out of there.
No other demon powers. Plus his revives takes at least 2 to 3 business days to do. So I have time for seconds. I just gotta be on my toes.
So he takes 2 to 3 business days to come back together and be himself. I'm gonna be halfway across the country by that time, and he's not catching me there.
Who made that mess? You did, Kate.
Longlegs is about an FBI agent who gets assigned to a case
I haven't
of a
seen
string of
Longlegs
murders,
yet.
and each
I
one
want to watch
leaves
it.
a note signed by Longlegs. This guy. However, what's weird about these murders is other than the letters left at the scene, there's no physical evidence that this guy is the killer. Even though he definitely is. Like, look at him. He gotta be guilty of something. The reason for the lack of evidence is because there's 2 more accomplices to the murders. The main character's mom and Satan, the devil himself. They've been creating dolls of their victims, giving it to them.
Thank you for that follow, Pro Mike Connor.
And having the devil do the rest. So this is a powerful force I'm dealing with. How am I supposed to beat these guys when they have the literal devil on their side? Well, joke's on them. Because I deal with the devil every day.
Everybody on TikTok kept making videos of after they would watch Longlegs. They said they were so disturbed and so shocked, and the movie was so insane and crazy. And I be feeling like people like that, they just, I don't know. I be feeling like it takes a lot for me to really like get disturbed or scared. I don't think there hasn't been one scary movie that I've watched yet that I can say afterwards leaves me disturbed and like distraught and makes me rethink all of my life decisions and existence.
Through my struggles, temptations, anger, and almost half the time
I love that mascot
because I have God on my side. And in a fight against these devil-worshipping demons, I believe he will give me the strength of 1,000 young niggas to punish these sinners to death in a life or death boxing match. So yes,
I have to watch that too.
Say, on God,
they say that to every
I'm
fucking horror movie, literally.
Alongside his ugly ass disciples too. No diff. I have the Holy Ghost with me. A Quiet Place.
Yo, I want to play the A Quiet Place game. It looks so fun.
Takes place in a world where monsters
Little
called
Nightmares
Death
3
Angels
releases next year,
just
something
popped
like
up in
that?
New
That's
York
hard.
and started killing people. Although these things are blind, you can't make any sound.
Sir, I am not beating the monsters from A Quiet Place. You have to be extremely quiet, like extremely quiet. And them bitches are fast. Like fast as fuck. You can't outrun them. They're strong as hell. Why in what universe are we beating the Quiet Place monsters? I'm very clumsy and I can't really stay quiet to save. I mean, I could be quiet, but I'm too clumsy, so I'm gonna end up making noise somehow. So I'm dead. GG's for me. I wouldn't survive. Nigga like me winning though? No. I'm using you as a shield, Lana. That hurts my feelings.
Sound or noise, cause these
If you're
things
able to swim, you have a better chance. Oh, I can't swim either, so I'm really cooked.
So you gotta stay quiet. This is gonna be more of a how'd I survive than me beating them. Cause what I look like trying to fight this, I'm not Evo.
It's in New York,
First,
though,
I'm gonna travel solo or with my direct
they
family.
can die, but
I'm not traveling with no other groups, none of that. Especially if they got a kid with them. Second,
oh yeah, if you have a baby, I'm giving you up as like bait. Here you go. I am not gonna be able to beat those monsters. Having somebody on my team that has a child, oh yeah, GG's. No thank you. Absolutely not.
All of them gotta go. Cause they'll be the first ones to get us killed. Most of them be crying over the smallest things.
GG's.
Plus they won't be able to run from these monsters with their little legs. They're a free meal for these things. And I'm not trying to be the appetizer. And I'm only talking little kids. If your kid is old enough to know when to shut the hell up, they're cool.
Not gonna lie, being
but
the
if
baby,
they aren't,
yeah, you
I'm
might
sorry
have
to tell you, but I highly recommend you to abandon your children. They'll only hold you back just like in real life. Who knows? They might be able to survive on their own, maybe, probably. 5% chance, but that's not nothing. So only family, no kids, in a lifetime supply.
I don't know, Jerry.
You gotta stay fed somehow.
Me personally, which this is no hate to anybody who is in this predicament, in this situation. You know, no hate. But me personally, I am not getting pregnant before I have a ring on my fucking finger. We better be fucking married. Cause absolutely not. I just grew up off of the pretense of ring first and then you think about babies after. Not baby first, then the ring. Or you feel like you have to put a ring on my finger because I have your baby. No. Absolutely not. Ring first, and then the baby next. I'm traditional in that way. No thanks. Hello, Governor. Hi,
In fact,
Pixel.
they probably don't even gotta do all that.
Hi, Pixel.
Spoilers, their weakness is high-pitched frequencies. So you can basically go to PetSmart and buy a dog whistle and have them beat. These guys aren't even much of a threat. They're like a little puppy that can rip you in half.
That is not no little damn puppy.
Looking at them like that, they don't seem too scary no more, do they? Meaning they ain't gonna be a challenge for me. 10 out of 10, I'm surviving A Quiet Place. Wow, scream.
I need you to shake that booty. I'm blocking you, brother.
Unfriended is a movie taking place in a Skype call. A group of friends are chatting, then the ghost of their friend that self-destructed exactly a year earlier joins the call and starts murking them one by one. Until one of them confesses about recording and posting an embarrassing video of her, which ended up being her 13th reason. And the ghost power level is pretty strong one by one. Until one of them confesses about recording and posting an
So this is your so-called friend. But when she was drunk and had that happen, as her friend, you're gonna go and post it online. You know how evil and demented you have to be to do that to your own friend who's deceased, by the way? That's insane. And the person who did it and everybody who knew about it deserves absolutely everything that comes for them. Because that's pretty fucking weird to do to your dead friend. Not gonna lie, someone be saying, we're gonna take our time, but we'll gladly drop like 3 kids before engagement. That is true, and I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen it happen in real life. By like most people I know. They don't believe in getting married before getting pregnant. And I'm just like, do you know how dangerous like it can be to get pregnant and like go through like just going through childbirth in general? I need a ring on my fucking finger. Hello? Some pregnancies can be high risk. You can die during childbirth if anything goes wrong. That's just not something I'd want to do for somebody that I can't call my husband, or that isn't my husband. Like, hello? No. Absolutely not. If I'm going through fucking morning sickness every morning, my body's changing, my skin is stretching, my body's being altered forever, I better be your fucking wife. Hello? Like, that's crazy. That is crazy, insane. Having kids before marriage is scary for the women. In my opinion, men can literally leave. Yeah, if you want, you can leave. Very much. The main girl's going down to the depths. Yeah, she's a fucking loser. Why would you do that to your own friend?
Embarrassing video of her, which
Same,
ended
baby.
up being her 13th reason. And the ghost power level is pretty strong. It could physically break into their house, and it's shown powers of mind control. So she ain't like some of those other
GG's.
ghosts that exist just to haunt you and be spooky. This ghost means business. But y'all know me. No person, ghost, or demon gonna catch me lacking.
That's a scary thing. And it's like, you're so like comfortable with just going through that for anybody. It's, I don't know, I feel like it's a touchy subject for some people, but for me personally, that's just my personal opinion and how I feel on that whole topic. I'm not about to go through damn near death experience for a man that doesn't intend to spend the rest of his life with me. Absolutely not. Type shit, I got you with the Pink Star wedding ring trust. Huh? Not gonna lie, the first pregnancy normally is always the hardest because you don't know what to do, but on the second or more it's easier because you know what to do. I mean, well, I can see that. I'm just saying, like, being a woman, just like having to go through that in general after like the first pregnancy, then it's like, or just pregnancy in general, that's fucking scary. Scary as fuck.
The reason these guys had a hard time with it is because these group of friends are dumber than a sack of potatoes. Although they do try calling the police once and attempt to track the ghost down as if it ain't a
Joy, didn't you have twins? Or do you have twins? I've always wanted to ask that because I've seen you with your camera on Dior stream. Yes. Oh my god, you have twins. That's scary. That's really scary. That's scary as fuck. Holy shit. 2 babies? That's fucking scary. How long were you in labor for? They were trying to take me out.
They don't do nothing else to fight against this ghost. They just play along with its death games. And I'm just wondering why none of these guys are leaving. Granted, the ghost said if anyone leaves the call, they die. But they can leave the house without the ghost knowing while staying in call at the same time. Everybody's screaming and distracting on there. Laura ain't gonna notice. By the way, that's the name of the ghost. And even if she were, we don't know that because they don't even try it. Or even better, secretly text everyone in the chat to turn off their Wi-Fi at the same time. So they all leave.
They thought that was gonna help.
This, they technically did not leave the call. They got kicked out, so it doesn't count. And even if it
my mom was like 42 when my little bro was born. I was worried for her because she's older. Yeah, my mom. That's how my mom was with my little sister. My mom said I almost killed her during her pregnancy with me. I almost took her out. She was She had a nurse that stayed with her during her pregnancy that was always checking on her, had to change her like IVs and shit. Like, she was, yeah, she was going through it. I almost killed her, and then my little sister almost killed her during her pregnancy with her, which is really fucking scary. Really scary.
To all of us, it's
Trooper
one
though.
ghost.
Shout
Only
out
one
to
of
the
y'all
women
gotta
who
die.
give birth.
Not me though.
Y'all
Or
are
we could do the best
superheroes,
option, which is to
superhumans.
confess your sins.
The woman's body
'Cause
is
spoilers,
absolutely insane.
The main girl in the movie was the one that filmed Laura's 13th reason and posted it. And earlier in the film, when she was researching how
Laura
to stop
K.
ghosts from killing you and your friends on FaceTime,
Laura
the website said
K.
admitting guilt is the only way out. So all she had to do was say, yo, about the video and the bullying and me being the reason you shot yourself, my bad. Like, I didn't even know you were gonna do all that for real. She could have just done that, but instead she blames her friends when the ghost asked who did it, getting them killed with her still dying because the ghost knew she lied the whole time. Unbelievable. All of this bloodshed was
So she got all of her friends killed when all she had to do was say, yo, it was me who posted the video, my bad.
completely avoidable. I've listed a few good options
She
to
let
beat
all
this
her friends
ghost
go
and
out.
save your friends' lives at the same time. But you know what this girl does at the end of the movie instead? She goes
Almost
on
coming
chat
amongst us,
roulette,
bad as shit. That's
begging
crazy.
people to call the police for her. Now, if this is not the dumbest option, I don't know what is. Tell me, would you go on Omegle, talking to niggas from Timbuktu, begging them, please call the cops, a ghost?
Niggas who can't even speak English is gonna look at you like, what are you saying right now? And then boom, you're dead. Cause you're going on Omegle to beg people to call the police. They don't even know where you live. Now you have to have enough time to tell them your address and where you're from, this, that, and the third. 911 is shorter and easier. Way easier. I feel like I'm gonna sound dumb trying to pronounce that, but is it hypermesis, which is severe morning sickness. I couldn't keep anything down, not even water. I was in and out of the hospital and fluids constantly. My third trimester was my best and it was so short. That's insane. That's scary. Fuck no. Constant. Well, that's morning sickness times like a fucking million.
Killing us on FaceTime. Like,
Hey,
why
Joy,
would that
I freaking
idea
commend you.
even
You are a
cross
strong
your
woman.
mind? These guys are so
A
dumb in the
strong woman.
movie.
You're
There's no
a
saving
superhero.
them, but they're saving me. I am not dying in this
Super
situation,
mom.
even if these were my group of friends, because I'm gonna be in that call confessing and snitching like I just received a Happy Meal at an interrogation. I'm all for ride or die, but dying is always the last
Literally.
option for me. And if I
That
don't
shit is
have to, I
terrifying.
ain't going to. This is a low diff ghost problem. I'm surviving.
Cap. Godzilla.
Godzilla needs no introduction because everyone will know them when their big ass shows up. Some might say they aren't a horror movie character, but I know.
In what way are we fucking surviving Godzilla? That's like me saying I can beat King Kong on a one-on-one. No. King Kong is gonna fucking pluck my ass. And I'm gonna be dead in GTA. Thank you, of course. I really do mean it. 'Cause, girl.
Oh, the Japanese would hate to see this nigga coming, so I'm counting them. Not only do they stand at more than 350 feet,
I want to
but
take
some of
episodes
its
after
powers
not being
include
independent
nuclear
from
breath,
for pregnancy,
nuclear
my relationship,
shockwaves,
and everything.
laser beams, telepathy,
Your mom's a superhero.
regeneration, flight, and fight. This thing's stats are all maxed. I'm
So how are we
surprised
beating him?
anybody stood a chance at even damaging this beast. Many people
Why
would
is he a
assume the
segment?
task of beating Godzilla is an impossible mission. But you know what? They said the same thing to Tom Cruise about his missions. And that guy has like 30 movies proving us wrong. So,
Bro, I was watching a video about Tom Cruise the other day of how he does all of his stunts. Bro literally had a harness on and he was hanging on the side of an airplane while the airplane actually took off into the air. Not gonna lie, Tom Cruise might be him. I was watching him, that clip of him climbing that building, he really did that. Like, Tom Cruise is insane. That man is insane.
do I have a plan against Godzilla?
That's light work?
Of course
Yeah.
I do. Listen and learn. Now, fighting, military weapons, and nukes won't work on it.
Okay.
But you know what would?
What?
An Ava. We build a motherfucking Ava suit to beat Godzilla. These things are not only strong, they're crazy.
Now, in what fucking world are we gonna get the resources to build an Ava? I thought we were being realistic here.
Fast.
Who do you think taught him?
Enough to
Me.
Dodge his lasers and hot ass breath.
Tom Cruise likes being authentic with his stunts. Yeah, he does.
When it goes berserk against Godzilla.
Excuse me, he did what now? Tom Cruise does all of his own stunts. He was on a harness on the side. I'll show y'all after this video.
Now you might ask, how the hell am I gonna get access to an Ava? And I'm telling you,
yeah.
if Godzilla pulled
Ava's
up to
era?
Myrtle Beach one day,
I wish I had access to an Ava.
They won't have time to think about military strategy or how unqualified I am for this task.
As
it won't
Godzilla
matter,
just
because they'll see my confidence. And when me and whoever the president will be next week meet eyes, they'll immediately be like, someone please
Monsters
get
versus
this man a
aliens.
suit and all of our tax money. Ava suit secured. Now all we need is someone's mom to sacrifice and merge her soul to the Ava. I vote Beyonce. I believe her soul is stronger than 1,000 suns. With all those requirements put together, I believe I have a pretty strong chance against Godzilla.
I think that was a very unrealistic plan, but yeah.
And if the
not
government
Beyonce,
so happens to
you know what? I think we should
request,
all thank Beyonce for this video.
I'm not gonna hype myself up too much, so I would say I have like a 6, maybe 7 out of 10 chance of beating Godzilla, you know?
That's high.
But it has to be in the suit. With no Ava suit.
Thank you, Beyonce, for launching stream. Thank
Correct.
you, Beyonce, for letting me exist.
A few more horror movie characters
in
I can
this
beat
world.
in a match of fisticuffs. So many of them I could beat, my record would look like Floyd Mayweather's if this was real. And if you don't think I can beat serial killers, ghosts, or demons, then you're a whole different type of delusion.
I think the last one was very unrealistic, but the other ones are a little bit more realistic. A little bit more.